trying to continue with our story. I was just saying this was one of the many lucky breaks. There was quite a lot to be thankful for in the past. To reminiscing is a positive psychology exercise recommended by Sonia Lubomirsky, among others. So we have this chance of looking at the past, at the good things, and bring them back, and then enjoy in the moment, in the present, what happened. Not spending all the time there, living in the past, but there are occasions which can bring back those wonderful moments, and Nikki was responsible for a number of them. As I said, there were tensions. It's inevitable. She was beautiful, and she knew it, and she had this sex appeal again, which she used. She had this Marilyn Monroe style of talking, being, approaching a man, and she was effective in that. Sexually, we were limited. I also mentioned it's just oral sex and nothing else. In fact, that would be a question. What happened after? I mean, clearly it's clear what happened, but was it, Marius, that would be a blow. So let's move on to the end, which I brought about in a way. So there was this thing, it was the succession. Nicole, she was going to Germany, so we knew from the start this would be the end. Then I meet Nikki at the airport with Daniel, one of the tycoons of this place now, one of the top 50 richest, maybe 20, I don't know. And so I sort of leave Nicole. Well, I guess I wanted to go on both venues for a time, but Nicole wouldn't have it after that night, I'm pretty sure. And so now with Nikki, there were some situations where I had to save the day, I think. I don't remember exactly the details, I mentioned that too. But there comes Claire into the picture. I welcome her. I mentioned, in fact, Claire was the first character to profile here somehow. So she came from Sheffield for 2 weeks, 1 week of tour through the country here, and 1 week at the Black Sea coast. And briefly, we hit it off. And so I thought this is going to be the thing. I'll just marry Claire and move on from here, because this was communist hell. And so I can't remember exactly what I said to Nikki at that point, but along the lines of, well, you know how the things are here, you know there's no future, you know, I'm going to finish geophysics, and then they will send me somewhere to Vaslui, to who knows where, Mediash. In the end, they sent me off to Drobetatum Severin. At the end of university faculty, you would get a name of a place. This is where your job is. And there was no way to say no. It was, I also mentioned this, I had a cousin, Sorina. When not working, she was visited and I think fined, anyway, instructed by the police to move on and work, because otherwise it's vagabondage. It's she would be called a vagabond, and that was illegal. That was not fines first and then jail. You're working on a penal colony if you don't take whatever in the city. So we go, and I explained, I told her what the experience was I've seen places in well, it was almost everywhere terrible, except when you were nomenclatura, when you were part of the Politburo, the infamous from Animal Farm, animals that are more equal than others. So that's communism for you. I've seen when in practice, when sent to to do field work in university, and this is when I said I can't do this. I have to find another trade, and that was tours, being a guide. I've seen engineers doing nothing, forced to stay in a place where it was bad, let's just say that, if not terrible. Because Ceausescu had, among other many stupid, everything was stupid, infernal. But he said the agricultural revolution or something, the new thing. So no geophysics in the field, or everything is to have record crops and so on. Crops which would be often destroyed when the idiot would fly over in a helicopter plane. They would just bury the crop, destroy the crop, so that he could see from the plane that it's over. In record time, they've harvested, everything is done. When it wasn't, it was just destroyed to make it look like. So, hideous, kinky. It's a title of a book by Esther Freud, granddaughter of the famous Sigmund, and daughter of Lucien Freud, the painter. A fabulous book, hideous, kinky, phenomenal combination. So communism, hideous, kinky, not. So look, Nikki, I'm the one telling you the way it is. Get Shorty, that's John Travolta character. Of course, what was his name? Maybe it will come back. Chili Palmer. I have to go to England. And now what does she do? To hit me in the face with it, in the guts. In the end, I don't go to England. But it was my bad, okay? Well, I did it. So, she's dating and starting an affair with Marius J., my friend. Was he my friend? Fuck no, he was my enemy. My enemies. And not just that. I remember for some time I had money with everybody. Well, I had money with the tycoon, with an interest in him maybe. But there was a tense moment before buying this place. I mean, I needed it fast because supposedly this would be gone. But that was just this technique. I mentioned the influence of classical psychology by Robert Cialdini, the principle of scarcity. It was just used by the saleswoman to say, wow, this is going to be sold in days. But then you had half a year or maybe before they sold other houses. So anyway, money, yes, money. With Socrates, I had money for some interest as a sort of an arrangement. I was making money with my tours and trying to set aside, not spend everything, and eventually that was invested, and eventually that's how we live on today. But Marius was a different thing. He didn't give me an interest, but he was a safe deposit box in the days of communism, and we're talking 1989, it would change, but I wasn't allowed to have dollars and hard currency. Prison. So I'd say, okay, you keep it. And he had a German passport. He was a German citizen, still is. But we don't talk anymore. We fell on the fact that he's friends with the guys from a band Two of them have houses in this gated community here. Disgusting things, in my opinion. And so I thought, you friends with them? Yeah, they're friendly. And one of them, all of them, I'm talking COVID. It's a scam, it's a conspiracy on a vaccine. And who his status being famous, he would influence maybe, I don't know, 57 guys kid died because they listened to him, being idiots themselves. So there was that, and then he was with a PC there. Okay, man. Well, okay, if you have these opinions, okay, let's not. We don't. It's not that we just that we don't share the same. We're on clearly opposite sides. I mean, that's not going to work. Let's just stop talking. And we did. And that's 2 years ago, so anyway. And then there's old. There are old conflicts. Because, okay, so it was over. But he moves in, and it's not the first time. I mean, he did this with Mirella. And furthermore, as I saw it, so I said, okay, yeah, I need my money back. We're talking revolution ended. We're post-communism now. They're going out. And I just need my money. I don't want you to go out together. You were my girlfriend. Maybe there was a possibility, infinitesimal, small, so that we could still be together, because clear thing is, however, we have to end this because we're having somebody come in. I don't know. Give me my money back. Don't go out and dine and whatever on my money. It was a silly thing, but frustration nevertheless.